Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chauncey, y'all know. Today I'm going to be basically doing a seafood boil. Look at me, see guys. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a seafood boil. I just came home, so to drink, I have a blueberry lemonade. So we're gonna open this first and pour it into the thing because I'm not gonna drink out of the bottle. Like so unsanitary. It's weird. Okay, so okay. There you go. Cheers. Okay. Y'all ready? So let's get into it. Okay, so what I have noodles, sausage, shrimp, and crabs. I'm gonna move my drink over here. Ugh. You know what? I hate being short. This chair is so unbelievable. Okay, so we're just gonna level you down. There you go. And that thingy is like what I'm eating on. Okay, so let's try shrimp first. Yeah. So, oh, that's hot. It's not spicy, but it's hot. Okay, so guys, how was y'all's day so far? Mine was good. I just came home from school. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about my day. So, my day was actually really good at school today. I'm wearing this because my hair is like a mess and I have to finish doing it. And it, like, I'm trying to braid it, but you know, it's not gonna work, so I'm gonna do another style. So, who is that? Hold up. So, my day at school is really, really good because, so for my art class, we're doing this junior race thing. It's like a challenge where like different students or whoever wants to do it, they can. It's like a challenge and you like, it's a competition, not a challenge. It's a competition to see who can get those, arts. It's like get an award for their art, something like that. And so, if y'all are asking why I only have one nail painted on this finger, and this one, me and my friend were doing, and she didn't get to finish because I had to leave. So she said she's gonna do it tomorrow. Okay, so in my art class, I made this beautiful. It's out of clay and it's glass, so if it drops, I'm gonna cry. It's this glass pink bowl. I'm not gonna eat out of it because, you know, I didn't put the resin over it yet, so it's just gonna be to hold stuff. I gotta tell my mom before she eats out of this because, you know, you can't eat out of it because it's straight up just paint, resin, and then there's resin at the bottom, but it's just paint you can't get out of just paint. So we're gonna use that tool fix. Okay, let's go with crab. Yeah, my day was, who was hype? My day was good so far. I also have noodles in here. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm like so tired. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm really tired. Okay, but yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. My day was really good. Except for during lunch. So what happened, I got so I'm friends with this one kid, which I can't say her name, but and so basically what I was saying was it's really fun because so there's this one girl that I seen in the hallway. Me and my friend were walking down the hallway going to our next class period, which was second period. And we seen this one girl. She's new. So he's new. And me and my friend were just like, hey, are you new? Because he looked really confused. And he was like, yeah, I'm new. Can you show me to my second period? And I was like, yeah, sure. But luckily, we have second period together. So I was like, you can sit by me if you want to. And he was like, sure, thanks. So he sat by me, and so my second period is orchestra, and my second period is orchestra. So, and he's new in my class. And so, he doesn't like sit next to me, but like, he sits like by me, basically. And so, he seems cool. I want to talk. And so, I tried to help him out on the other class periods, but I couldn't because then I was going to be late to my class period. So I had my friend do it. So they got to know each other. She told me a lot about him. So, yeah. But the funny thing is, new kids, they're always so like some of them are always so scared like on the first day, like they're so nervous, and it's so cute. It's really cute because it was like a sixth grader, and it was so cute when it was nervous, when sixth graders are nervous because they're just like, can you help me? Like, I'm lost. Can you help me? It's like Dory, and they're like so cute when they're so lost. It's so adorable. So then during lunch, And once my friend was telling me all about him. I was like, oh, cool, fascinating. And all of a sudden, this weird kid comes up to me and says, we're in the lunchroom. They came up to me and said, a teacher needs to talk to you. I was like, what teacher? And they're like, so they told me the name of the teacher, and then I went to the teacher. And she's like, Shanti, can you sit down? And I was like, am I in trouble? And she's like, no, I wanted to ask you something. And I was like, okay. So, mind you, I was missing lunch because of this teacher. So, but I don't really eat lunch, so it's fine. So I was just like, you want to see me? And she's like, yeah, sit down. So I was like, okay. So then, all of a sudden, this other kid comes in. Not gonna say their name. It was this other kid. And so I was just like, mind you, I know the kid. It's not the new kid, if that's what you're thinking. It's not. I know the kid. We're what we like to call. We're not friends, but we talk. And so, the person came in there and they sat down. Then she was like, can you shut the door? And I was like, and the person was like, sure. So then she was like, so I've been hearing that, one of y'all are going around saying bad things about the other person. And I'm like, it ain't me, because I don't go around saying bad things unless the other person is going around saying bad things about me. But in that case, the person wasn't. I'm like, it's not me. And the other person that was sitting in the room was like, it's not me, because I wouldn't do that. I'm very loyal. So like, I get that, respectfully. I said, she calls this other kid in there. There's like 3 kids in there now. She calls this other kid in here. So I have to go down back to the lunchroom, get the other kid, and come back. And I'm like, what's the deal? Why can't you send another kid to go get him? So then I had to go get the other kid. It's not a boy. It's not a girl. It's kid. I'm not going to say gender or whatever. So, so then I went to go get the kid, and I came back. And she's like, this is a person that told me that y'all have some beef with each other and y'all can't settle it. Mind you, me and this other person have had beef not beef with each other. Sometimes we like each other and then sometimes we don't. In this case, the person got mad at me because they thought I said something rude about their mom, and I did. So then this other person came, and she's like, the teacher was just like, this is the girl that it was a girl that told the teacher that we said bad things about. We were having beef with each other. And so I'm like, and I knew who the girl was. I knew who everyone in the classroom was. So I'm like, okay. So then, while she's talking, I'm getting so mad because she's not telling the truth. She said that me and the person have had beef for about all of this school year. Like, all of this year. And I'm like, and I'm like, that's not, and she's like, you'll get your chance to talk. I'm like, okay. And she was just going on and on about how we've had beef with each other. And she wanted us to end it because all we do is argue with each other during class. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, that's not even true. Like, we don't argue with each other. We may get upset with each other, but we don't argue with each other. And so I'm like, she's spitting out straight. She's not telling the truth. So then she asks me and the other kid, she's like, do y'all have beef with each other? And I'm like, and I was like, actually, we don't have beef with each other, but we're sort of not talking to each other at this moment or something like that. And so then, mind you, I'm wasting my lunch for this conversation. And so then I'm just like, we're not having beef with each other, I don't think. It's just, the person thought I said something and I didn't. And so we got into this little argument, but it was nothing wrong. Like, we get into these small little arguments, like, all the time. It doesn't matter about them. And so then, she was just like, okay, thank you. And then the other girl left. And I'm like, first of all, I dare you. Second of all, we don't argue all the time. We haven't even fought. She said we got into a fight with each other. And I'm like, no, we did not. And so then the other girl leaves. And she's like, and the teacher doesn't give me a chance to talk. She lets the other kid that me and the other person that were arguing with each other talk. And not me. So I'm like, rude. So then I'm just like, okay, you know what? I didn't do anything wrong. I know I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I here? So then she was like, Shanti, can you step out in the hall real quick? I gotta talk to the kid. And I'm like, okay, sure. So then I stepped in the hallway. But mind you, I can still hear what's going on inside the classroom. So I can still hear while I'm standing there. The kid said to the teacher, we haven't gotten to like an argument. It's just like, I feel betrayed and like I can't trust her. But we're kind of still maybe friends. And I'm like, what? And so I'm like, what do you feel betrayed about? Like, and so I'm like, okay. So then she calls me in there. She has the other kid that was just in there step out. Mind you, you can literally hear what's going on inside the classroom right by the door. And so then I was like, and she's like, the girl tells me that the kid, it's not a girl, it's not a boy, it's a kid. And I'm not going to say who. But the kid said that y'all weren't like arguing. Y'all were arguing with each other, but y'all weren't like fist fighting. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, we weren't. Mind you, I probably still have beef with this kid. Like, I mean, I want to start over with the kid, but something in my head says I do not trust this kid, so why should I be friends with them? I'm sure they feel the same way about me. So I'm just like, and she's like, you probably need to make it up because you probably hurt the kid's feelings. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll apologize. So then they came back in and I apologized. The kid apologized and we went on about our day. The kid stopped me while I was heading to class and he was like, hey, I'm not saying it's a he or she, it's a kid at school. And so they were just like, hey, is there something going on between us that I should know about? And I'm like, I don't really know, because we used to be friends and now we're not, and then we go back to friends and then we're not. Like, it goes back and forth. So I don't really know if there's going on anything between us. So I'm just like, I'm confused. And so they're like, okay, but let me just tell you, I do feel a little bit betrayed. I'm like, about what? I've never done anything. They're like, no, you go around spreading rumors to everyone. And I'm like, okay, maybe sometimes, but not all the time. Like, I don't spread rumors all the time. And so then I'm just like, okay, sure. So then I walk off, and they're like, and they were like, just, and I'm like, just what? And so they're like, and they're like, never mind. And I'm like, no, what? I want to see what you said. And they're like, you're just really, you know. And I'm like, what? I'm just what? Because people say that, like, it's usually a rude, bad thing about me. So I'm like, I'm usually what? Because, like, what up? And so they're like, you can figure that out yourself. And I'm like, and then they walked away, and I'm like, wait, what does that mean? And they're like, I'll tell you more in band. Band comes, I'm sorry, this is the longest story ever, but this is what happened during lunch, and then, like, 4th and 5th period. So then the 4th period came, I went to the bathroom, and I seen the kid in band. Or not, in band room. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. So, oh my God, this is like so hot. So, then I'm just like, and so then I'm just like, okay. So, 4th period comes around, you know, vibing, because we had nothing really to do 4th period. I did. I worked on my junior base class project, which is I'm making a stained glass, but not a stained. Yeah, it is stained glass, but a sunset window.
Did you want some milk?
I don't want milk with seafood.
I don't know.
Do we have scissors?
What we had.
My lips are burning.
I'll get you a fork. Fork, you can crack them. Well, you got a fork.
I do. Where?
I thought you got a fork.
No. I also want to try these noodles. Can I eat the noodles?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what they're there for.
And so then, I don't need that. I'll do that. So then I'm just like, so then 4th period comes around, we're vibing and all that. Then all of a sudden, I went to go use the bathroom or get water, do something, I don't know. I left the classroom for some reason. I think it was to go get water. So then I seen the kid in the hallway. I just flew across the, oh. Okay, so then I see the kid in the hallway, I'm like, hey. And so then they start running. I'm like, what? I'm like, why are you? I'm like, Giraffe, go away.
Come on.
I did the video.
It's
No,
burning
you're not.
hot. Come on.
No, I will.
Bye-bye.
Is these spicy noodles? No. This I put probably too much of the seasoning. Oh, look at these baby sausages.
Dang. Dang. I just got jacked.
Boy, butter.
That's blueberry lemonade.
Open me another leg, please. So this is just shrimp and crab?
Yeah.
Yeah. She put too much of that in there.
Exactly.
Huh?
I tried to tell her and she was just like, no, it's not
No,
that.
I don't think I hear in my ear, but I can't hear you over the pounding of your dishes. I still can't hear you. You're throwing dishes. You keep catching me off guard. Like I'm trying to be. I'm gonna head out. Bye, Mom. How was the burger? I didn't get one. Did you want me?
He was a good cutter.
Everybody loved it. Jeremiah had 2 burgers. Dad had 2. One. Fully loaded.
Where you pick up?
Huh?
Yeah,
I'm gonna aggravate it. Every time you ask me that, I'm gonna give you a wrong answer.
Okay, so then, sorry. Anyway, so then, what I was talking about. Okay. So then, I have 6th period with them. So then we were talking about 6th period, and I was just like, 6th period, vibing. Two class periods later. 6th period we got together. And so we were just sitting at our table, memorizing our stuff and talking. And I'm not on fire. My lips are burning really, really much. My lips are tingling. If my lips get any bigger, that's on this thing. So then, we were just like, we were walking to our 7th period. We don't have 6th period together. We don't have 6th period together. So then, I was walking to my 7th period, and the kid stopped me. And I was like, hello? Like, they tapped on my shoulder, and I was like, what do you need? And I didn't even look all the way back. I was just like, what do you need? Giving the person, like, the side eye. So I was like, what do you need? And so then they were just like, do you have my binder from social studies? And I'm like, why do I have your binder? And so anyway, I was like, what do you want? And they're like, do you have my binder from, or notebook from 3rd period? And I'm like, no, why? They're like, I lost it and now I can't find it. So I'm like, oh, well, sorry. And I keep walking. And they're like, no, I need you to help me find it. I'm like, I know I'm in your 3rd period with you, but I don't know where it is. And they're like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay. So then they keep walking behind me, and I'm like, is there something else you need? And they're like, yeah, I got to talk to you about earlier. And I'm like, what do you need to talk to me about earlier for? There was nothing about us going on earlier. They were just like, okay, look, I know we had our differences, but doesn't mean we can't be friends. And I was like, what? After all these times that I've tried to be friends with you, you turned it down, but now you want to be friends with me? Should I turn it down? Like, what? And so they're like, I know, but I really want to be friends with you. And I'm like, why? You make 3 reasons why. And they're like, this is all heading to my 7th period. That's why I wasn't even late. So then I was like, give me 3 reasons why. And they're like, 1, you're cool. 2, you're pretty. 3, I really want to be friends. And I'm like, okay, thank you, and okay, but, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. So then I went to the back. I went to go get some water, and my throat was hurting all 7th period. So I went to go get more water, and I seen them again in the hallway. They would not stop bothering me. And I'm like, child, let it go. Like, you really need to let this go. They're like, why? And I'm like, because there's not, wait. And I'm like, I don't even know if the kid was trying to annoy me, be a good friend, or do what, or just be really annoying. But they would not leave me alone. And I'm like, and get this, it was a 6th grader. It wasn't a 7th or an 8th grader, it was a 6th grader. They would not leave me alone. And I'm like, please, I beg you. They don't have 3rd period. They have no. We have 2nd period together. We don't have 3rd period. I'm in 2nd period because they're music binder. That's why I said binder. Anyway, so it was 2nd period earlier. So, and I'm like, it's a 6th grader, so they will not leave me alone. And I'm like, please leave me alone. Like, I wasn't in the right mind today. Like, I was having headaches, so I shut down almost everybody today. And not almost everyone. Like, when someone was calling my name, I would ignore them because my head hurt so bad. So, like, 4th period, like, everyone was, like, calling my name, and I'm like, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. And I got mad. And I'm like, y'all don't understand. But I didn't tell them this. I was like, y'all don't understand. They don't understand that I have the most worst headache ever. They will not shut up. So, like, they kept calling me, and so I kept ignoring, and then I just walked out the class, and they're like, where'd she go? The teacher was like, Shanti, where'd you go? And I was like, I just need a minute. Ma'am, please. She's like, okay. And I'm like, so I walked out, I'm like, and I catch my breath, and I'm like, I need a hug from someone right now. Luckily, my best friend passed by. I'm like, and she could tell something's wrong because when I ignore someone, that's when she obviously knows there's something wrong. And so I'm just like, and I was ignoring everyone, and she was like, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. And she's like, girl, you can't tell a story to me. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, I can tell when something's wrong. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. Okay, leave me alone. And I yelled at her, and she got upset and, like, walked away silently. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't mean it. And so I'm like, and I'm like, I just yelled at my best friend. I've never yelled at her before. She's like my best friend. I've never yelled at my best friend before. So then I was just like, you need to leave me alone. Like, now. And so, like, I yelled at my best friend. Hopefully she'll forget it by tomorrow. Please. Please do. Because, you know, I really need you to. Look at me, Mary. Look at that. You see that shine? Even though the fake foot. Look at that. Right there. Good shine. Okay. So then, anyway, I was just like, and I'm like, I just yelled at my best friend. So then I went in the classroom, and I'm just like, I'm so mad. And I'm just like, and I'm like, and like, no one would leave me alone. It got to the point where they were just like, oh my God. Like, some kids are just so annoying. I know I'm annoying, but some kids are just so annoying. And then,
you
like,
showed them that?
yeah. And so then, I was heading to my car. Like, it was the end of the school. And they wouldn't leave me alone. Some kids are so weird. Like, they wouldn't leave me alone. I'm just like, child, what is up? And I'm like, do you need something? And they're like, no, I just want to be friends with you. And I'm like, okay. You know, if I say yes, will you leave me alone? And they're like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, fine, we're friends. Sure. And they're like, yes, okay. And they're like, see you later, bestie. And I'm like, yeah, bye. I don't want to be friends with this kid. They're annoying. I know I'm annoying, but like y'all know God had told me. But like, I know I'm annoying. I'm like 10 out of a 10 annoying. But they were to the point where they would tap on your shoulder. They're like, hey. Or like, Shanti. And they wouldn't stop tapping on your shoulder. And then you get so mad because they're like, what? But hopefully my best friend will forgive me tomorrow. Because I accidentally yelled at her. And I got mad because, you know, this kid will not leave me alone. I wanted to go to the counselor about it, but I didn't want to make a big deal out of nothing. So I was just like, That's some pretty good garlic. Okay. Ginger. And so then, I can't say the kid's name because that'll be rude to just signal them out like that in front of all of y'all. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna say their name, but I'm not gonna say their gender. So I'm just gonna call. So I kept calling them a they. You know, my lip is burning really, really bad. So I hope y'all had a great day at school or whatever. I hope y'all had a great day. I'm gonna end this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share all my videos to families and friends. And I'll see y'all later. T-Fam. So bye. I do this like when I do peace out. I do this. That's gonna. I just realized how stupid that looked. So peace out, T-Fams. Peace. And also, like, y'all have been like commenting, like, why do I stick my pinky out? Like, that, it's not normal for someone to do this. So I do this. And it's normal to me. It's, like, absolutely normal. And a lot of kids at school think it's really weird, but I don't care. Okay, so we're gonna go. And peace out. Peace. Bye, T-Fans. Bye, guys.